I like politics. I watch politics all the time. I don't have much hope in politicians, but I think it's kind of interesting. The stuff that's going on in the US right now, and even the stuff in our own country, can kind of make you a little bit worried sometimes. Can kind of make you wonder what you're supposed to do about it, you know? Lots of people talk to me about politics. Interestingly, though, that's not just a discussion that we have today. It's one that they had in the first century, too. And so Paul talks about that in Romans chapter 13. He, in fact, addresses what do Christians do when they're under a government that they don't approve of. That'll be our discussion on Sunday morning in Bible study. So read Romans chapter 13. It's very applicable to our time right now. Then in our sermon, I'm going to talk about what to do when you come to church and you don't really feel like being there. In fact, the sermon is called When Happy Church Doesn't Fit. I think one of the things that happens at church is we always talk about happy things. We always talk about joyful things. We always sort of pretend like everybody's life is just rolling along. But what does our faith have to say when our life isn't rolling along? When things maybe aren't going as good as they could be? That's what we're going to talk about this Sunday. How our faith responds to times that aren't as good as maybe what we would like. And then on Sunday night, we're going to continue our leadership lessons, and we're going to talk about an important part that you can play, and that is creating community. I think it's up to us to create community. It's up to us to make friends and to make connections. Those things don't just happen. In fact, I think it's our Christian duty to be making community around us. As always, I think this is going to be a great weekend. I know lots of people are going to be in Weyburn, so we might have a smaller group this week, but it'll be a good group. Please read ahead, think ahead, come ready to discuss, and we'll have a good Sunday together.